What's going on, guys? Cam here, and welcome to 11 things I wish I knew before starting Hypixel Skyblock. So, I started Hypixel Skyblock roughly a month ago, and through my time playing, obviously, I've learned a bunch of things, as one would do, and I've compiled a list of 11 things that I wish I knew before starting Skyblock that I had to find out later on through Skyblock. So yeah, I'm just going to go through that. This is mainly just a beginner's guide for people who also want to get into Hypixel Skyblock, just so they can know some things that that you should know going into it. So the first and probably the most important is how much of my life this would take away from me. I'm just going to say this now. If you don't want to get sucked into a game for hours on end, Hypixel Skyblock is not the game for you. You play this game, you get sucked in for hours. You want to play this non-stop. Every time you wake up, you're playing this. Throughout the night, you're playing this. It takes a lot of the free time of your life away. If you're good with managing your time like that, then it probably won't be that big of a problem. But like if you have like a bunch of school stuff to do, but like you have big problems with that, then Hypixel Skyblock probably isn't the game mode you really want to be playing. But yeah, next, how bad the community can be sometimes. So this goes both ways. There's really nice people in the community. If you're a new player, you can get a bunch of help with people giving you free stuff and helping you start out. But there's also a bunch of bad people in the community, a bunch of scams, because obviously it's a MMORPG. There's going to be scams, exploits, things like that. The biggest scams that I'm going to just warn you about now so you don't fall for them, I'm going to list a few here. The most important one, if someone ever asks to join your co-op and you don't know them, don't invite them to a co-op. There is a way that once you invite them to a co-op, they invite someone else and then they kick you out of the co-op. You lose all your progress, all your items that were on the island. If they're not your friend, just don't invite them to the co-op. There will be a few people in chat every now and again saying, giving away and like some good item that's end game stuff for free. They probably don't have it, but they might also have it just trying to bait people, and they'll say, oh yeah, just co-op add me, which you don't have to do. A few people in chat will say things like giving away, and then they'll just say a bunch of money / party me. These aren't too bad. You / party them, they join, they copy and paste a thing that just says join this Discord. You join the Discord, and then they have you invite like 50 people, or I don't know. It's different with every server. Some might only have you invite 5 people. Some might only have you invite 50. You invite the people, you never get the money. And then they get more people invited, which then the people you invite more people, and it just gets their server popular. And one of the last things is people, because firstly, I should say, the auction house obviously is really cool. You could put things up here. You could sort through stuff. You could search for stuff. It's really good for getting items that you don't want to grind for or pay a bunch of money for to an NPC. But the problem with it is that some items aren't auctionable because they're either rare, special, or they're just not allowed to be like minions. So some people will make you trade, or like when they do like item trading, they'll make you trade your items for it first with the promise of giving you the item that's unauctionable after, or they'll make you bid on like some other item so they get the money and then they'll just leave. So if that's the case, just don't risk it. The item's not worth it. Sometimes they're real, but it's really not worth it. 3. This is the Hypixel Skyblock wiki. This I wish I knew right off the bat, because this has been a real lifesaver. You can find it easily by just typing in Hypixel Skyblock wiki. It's super loaded with every item, every location of every quest, of everything. Literally any question you would need to know can be found on the Skyblock wiki. And also, because of how big Hypixel is, typing in any question followed by Skyblock will pop up with Hypixel Skyblock results. So instead of having to type in super specific stuff, you're able to just do that. So now let's move into more in-game stuff, because obviously only knowing about that was more just general stuff, but now more in-game stuff. This is Portal Hub. So obviously there's a /visit command, which you can do to visit your friends and people. There's this one dude, he always has, or they always have their island open. So if you do /visit Portal Hub, one word, you can go to Portal Hub. It's run by Portal Hub, Funny ROM, Akinsoft, Parkour Hub, and Kabaloo. You can visit here, and what's really nice about this place is that they have every portal in the game. Mushroom Desert, Deep Caverns. But yeah, they just have all the portals in here, and then they have speed beacons to give you speed and everything. So yeah, because portals can be pretty expensive when you just start off the game, but they're super useful. So just always know that you're able to just /visit Portal Hub, boom, you have all the portals access to you, and you never need to buy a portal. Next, we have Clay and Magma Cube minions. For this, I need to go to my private island with my co-op members. They're just hanging out here. But yeah, as you can see over here, this is a Magma Cube farm. We have... Okay, I can't really get a good view of this. Hold on. Okay, well... This works. It's fine. But yeah, so the Magma Cubes... The Magma Cubes minions make the Magma Cubes. They go in there. It's a really good money farm, Magma Cube farm, things like that. And this farm, or Magma Cube farms, you always want to go for, or they're the best non-AFK farms. So like being able to sit there, slash at them for hours on end, sitting there, you'll make more money than clay minions. But clay minions, I don't have any out on our island right now. But normally we do have them out. But if you AFK them, they'll make so much money over time. It's insane. So yeah, if you're in desperate need of money, try to focus on getting clay or Magma Cube minions, throwing on a budget hopper, and then letting them do their thing. Next thing is also money-wise. This is called auction house flipping. Pretty much what auction house flipping is you go on the auction house, you sort by ending soon, and then you just check all the tabs for things. So say something like, I want to find something going for good. Aspect of the end. This is not worth it. Actually, wait, this is clean. Never mind. Here we go. This bow, not worth 56k. Actually, this is an even better example. This is not worth this much money. 10k, not worth it at all. It is so much more money. So you grab the explosive bow, and then you just re-put it back up on the auction, and then sell it for like 500k. That's what auction house flipping is. Going through, buying a bunch of things that like you'd probably never want, but can just put it right back up on the auction if you buy it for a good price. Next is collections. Obviously, collections are useful. You're going to learn about collections almost instantly, but that's not what I'm bringing this up for. What I'm bringing this up for is don't forget to do your collections. every collection is important. Every single one gives you some item that is useful. Obviously, these like the early ones don't really give anything good, but then you get to 8 and 9, and then that's where you get the good stuff. So for wheat, you get the harvesting upgrade, which obviously is still coming soon, but it still sounds really good. And then you have the farm set, which is good for farming. And then yeah, you have stuff like mining, you have recipes, but then like you have really good sets. So yeah, never forget about collections, and don't just not do a collection because you don't want to or you don't think it's worth it, because in the future it will probably be worth it. Next is quick crafting enchanted items. So I don't really have anything to show this off with. Actually, I do. So to craft an enchanted item, you need to take 32 of like any item, and you put them like this, and then you get one of the enchanted item. Obviously, if you have a bunch of things, just putting them in like that one by one is really useful, or not a good use of time. But what you can do is this. You put it like that, boom, enchanted bone. It saves so much time. I didn't know about it. It works even faster if you have 5 stacks of the item. Well, here, I could just do this. Actually, wait, no, that won't work. Okay. But yeah, you can just do that, and boom, take the enchanted bone. So yeah, never forget that, because I didn't know that at the start, and I spent so much time just sitting there, putting in the things for E items in every single slot. Okay, next we have talisman. You can get talisman in a bunch of different ways, but the most common way is through quests. And each one obviously has its own attribute to it. So like this increases my speed when held in mine areas. This one heals me when I'm on fire. This one drops coins around me. This one just gives me speed. This one increases how high I can fall before fall damage takes effect. But then you can reforge all the talisman, which you can see at the top. So now my mine one, instead of just giving me speed at the mine, it gives me increased strength, crit chance, crit damage, intelligence, and that goes for every single one. But as you can see, most of them say common accessory, but there are some talisman like this, rare accessory, and those reforgements are going to give you more stats pretty much. So like this gives +7 strength, while a common one you can hope for best of like 2 to 3 strength. So yeah, talisman are super important. Getting high level legendary ones are also super important. Second to last, we have the quest log. Not many people use the quest log, but it is a good way of keeping track of all your quests going on. So most people will just use the sidebar where you can see my purse at the moment. Below it, you'll have like the quest that like you're closest to at the moment. So most people will just go around doing that, which can be inefficient, but not many people check the quest log. You can go in here. You'll always have your Fairy Souls quest in here because it's a forever ongoing one because they always add more. But yeah, you can just see all your quests that you have left to do from here. So then it's like, oh well, say I was around whoever gives this quest, the bartender. So if I was around the bartender, this quest would show up. But I really want to do this quest. But you wouldn't know about, you wouldn't know what to do with this quest without going to whoever gave the quest. So always use the quest log. I used to never use it, but then I started using it because of how important it was. And now, the very final thing, which I think honestly is one of the most important on this list, and I see not many people doing, even like higher level people. Keep leveling every single one of your skills up. always keep them around the same level. Obviously, some are going to be lower than others, some are going to be higher than others, and that's fine. But I see a bunch of people never care about farming, so their farming's always like 7, while their combat's like all the way up here at 25. And the reason I say always level them up is not because of the coins or the increased chance of whatever it is, but it's because every time you level up, you get increased stats. Like, if you check this out, I'm not that far along in farming. I've played this game for less than a month, and this game's been out for like a year. But if I check, I'm currently 7.6, I'm in the top 7.6% for farming. Which I shouldn't be, because every single level up is giving you increased health and like a good amount of money. And like I'm farming 14, but I'm mining 14 as well. So the same exact, but farming I'm so much lower than mining. Mining, obviously, you're gonna want to always level that up. That's one of the important ones that always people level up. But for some reason, also combat gets lower here. It's like, so many people do mining, but not that many people do the other ones. Combat's really good because every time you level it up, you get increased crit chance and like access to the end. I'm top 9.5%. If I go back to here, I'm like top like 58%. There's so many people who don't have access to the end. It's crazy. And then foraging, not that many people level this one up either, as you can see. I mean, more people, but this gives strength. There's no reason not to level this one up. And then, like, you have fishing, which, as you can see here, like, no one does this one at all. But this also gives increased HP. And then it also unlocks more sea creatures, which gives you really good items. Enchanting's also... Sorry about that. Enchanting's also super useful because it gives you more mana for every level up. Some even giving 2 mana. But it's like, no one levels it up. I don't know why. Oops. But yeah, like 13.2%, and I'm level 11. And then like alchemy, this also gives mana. I'm level 8. I'm level 8, and I'm 4.6%. Carpentry doesn't matter. That's just furniture stuff, and rune crafting doesn't matter either. So that's fine that I'm that low on. But yeah, never forget to keep leveling your skills. The stats will make a difference. Trust me. Over time, the stats mixed with fairy souls and armor and things like that, they really start to add up. So yeah, that's the end of the 11 things I wish I knew before I started Hypixel Skyblock. If you liked the video, then please consider subscribing. I will do future videos. Maybe I'm also thinking of doing like a complete beginner's guide. So like so it's like you have the things I wish I knew, and then you have for the people who like, okay, now that I know that, I want to get into the game. Now what? So then they can go to the beginner's tutorial and then know where to start after that, and then maybe I'll make more videos of challenges and stuff on Skyblock. But yeah, that's it for me. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.